Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. And the Bulldogs will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Arizona State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter. And Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity. And David,
there he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Sun Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Offense set on first down. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Makes the catch. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, at some point with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff. And the message and what they're preaching, they all believe they could do something very special this season.
So Fresno State's offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, if there's an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experiences, those scars, they matter.
Makes the grab on the big throw. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Working that wide receiver screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Fresno State moving in quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Parker. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Oh, they block it. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the touchdown, Arizona State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air on first down. He's going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. He's got an open man. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Rivers. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Makes a connection. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Red pass, it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they throw threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on second down. He makes a grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking to throw. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Fresno State. The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Finding open areas. Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to pass, it's Nelson. Got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. On the option. Quick toss. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Rivers. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Rivers. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Listen, I I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, running back gets to give. He now has 56 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. To the air, it's Nelson. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's McLeod. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43. They're working that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking left. That's caught. It's McLeod. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
He'll bring it back from inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And the Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for room, it's Parker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply won't.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Got the quick pass. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. To the air, it's Nelson. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Flipping through the defense. He goes out of bounds right at the 30-yard line, and suddenly you are operating in plus territory. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his big tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Wants to throw again. Throwing right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Snags it inside the 20. There he goes. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dumps it to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Catch in the middle, it's Parker. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Looking to throw on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Fires to the big fella. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno.
And the Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
To the air on second down. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quick pass on the fly motion. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Back to throw, it's Nelson. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the... The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. He can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. To the ground with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. Just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. Little miss.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my rope. That could have been really... bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
They'll run the RPO and pull it right.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. Cover's team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about through the play caller on offense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Really great job of awareness by the defense that time. They found the ball. They found the jet sweep. And how about the speed, being able to corral the ball carrier, get him down for a short gain.
Jet sweep to the receiver. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Firing to the right, complete. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. To the air, it's Nelson. They've got the screen set up. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rivers. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Duff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's done. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up.
The Sneak scores it.
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Eastern Michigan delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the MAC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Ypsilanti. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Sun Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. With the catch, it's Johnson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every game. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's McLeod. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. To the air, it's Nelson. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And The offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to... Turning it on! Touchdown Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And the coverage team gets to return her on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this. He's got it on the left. He's loose. He's at the touchdown, Arizona State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can, quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Duck. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He wants to change this route. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Trying to get behind the defense. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Couldn't Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fresno State lines up with a first and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Fresno State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. To throw, it's Nelson. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
He's got it. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back or his arm, I guess you could say.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Fresno State will try to just bleed the clock. Power football with the run. Past the first down marker and still running. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Plenty of fireworks in this one.